come back and start asking questions that's in the brochure, that's when it's like, okay, I've had it now. And I literally went back and said, turn to page, look at the schematic on, blow it up so that you can see, so that the legend can indicate to you what I've already told you, basically. Yeah. So now it's like they got it, and you're right. I'm not going any further. I've done it.
Right. If they're going to book and go, they're going to book and go. If they're going to keep bull crapping you, they're not going to do it anyway. So you're not missing nothing.
Amen.
True. And at the beginning, if they're a pain in the ass, then they're going to be a pain in the ass the whole time. And you have to deal with them until July 2020.
And it hasn't even been a month yet.
Yeah. I've
already kind of looked ahead. You know, it's like, I got to put up with this for the next 11 months. Oh, no.
And I also tell you, too, I'm not saying that to go in with a different demeanor. Because, you know, when I talk to my mature crowd, like you're my mature crowd, and I talk to my younger crowd of 80, I didn't say go change your attitude. I said go change your verbiage. So I know that who I'm talking to, right?
Yes,
so, you know, I got, you know, they go in there and like, well, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Yeah.
Oh, good. Even with the text and the calls that I've received, if I answered right then, I wouldn't have a client at this time of day.
Good. You breathe.
Kind of let it settle. Go rub the dog on the head.
Gotcha.
Come back and put it in. And I use good punctuation instead of, you know, what I was really feeling.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I hope that helped you.
It did. Okay. I can meet them differently.
Yeah.
What are you doing? The dog's back. That was helpful.
You have another one join you?
Yeah, Pia. Hey, Pia.
Hello. How are you?
There she is. Hi. I don't know if you recognize Valaree Rutherford.
Hi.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the first time we've met.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Pia, did you go to, you went to the convention, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh, no wonder why you don't recognize this superstar. Okay.
I ain't nobody.
One star, yeah. She is 1-star platinum. Valaree Rutherford, very, very sweet lady, dear friend of mine. And she said yes to me asking her to come on and be expert to being both a booker and a team leader, a builder and a team leader. So that's why she's on.
Yay.
Yeah,
I wish
boss
on my team that's here can hear you say that I'm sweet. He said I'm sweet to them.
Then you're what?
You are to me. You are
he
to
said
me.
that I'm sweet.
Oh.
That's not an adjective that people usually put with my name on my team.
Well, I'll tell you what. When you want something, you pour it on. And so I just bathe in it.
Yeah. I told Linda that I don't know if there's something that like you needed help with, or you're struggling, or conversations that need to have. I know that it's just us on the line, and I'm, you know, a lot of people are, you know, feeling inferior to numbers, and he said he didn't advertise it, no ma'am, out a lot, but I'm here. So if you got questions or you got any concerns or anything, I will answer them.
Okay. I'm actually, I am not working the business as much as I want because it's my part-time. So I'm trying to see as far as like automation or like any techniques that you have to make it work more efficiently.
Well, here's the thing, like you took it serious to get on the call. So let's start there.
Okay.
So, you know, you want it. Your mindset, I think, is shifting to want it. So that's a good thing because you showed up. In order to go up, you have to show up. So congratulations on taking that step. Nobody can help you find balance but yourself. It's not so much of what to do, it's to do. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
if we sit down and we have a calendar from Sunday to Saturday, right? Because that's the main thing. Like if we are going back to keeping the main thing, and you want to set goals down to do stuff in your business, then let's look at a calendar week. Tell me what your calendar week looks like. Because even if you just put in an hour a day, it will start making sense on more things coming to you, like more conversations, more bookings, more time to put out quotes on your page, like different things on your page for booking. Like I don't know what you want to do. Like I don't know anything about you like that yet. So I don't know if you're wanting to build or you wanting to book.
I would like to book more right now. I mean,
Okay.
I want to do both, but I also understand, limitations, and I kind of want it to be more organic. So as the more I book, I think the building will come.
It doesn't get more organic than me, right? I don't pay for nothing. I don't sugarcoat nothing. So I'm I'm gonna tell you, like, what's your work week look like?
Well, it varies because I'm a teacher, and
Salute.
I
Oh
would
my
I would
God.
like to say I work from 8 to 3 would be nice, but that doesn't always work that way.
What age do you teach? What do you teach?
I am special ed, so I teach K through 12. I just took on a new role right now. I'm going to be a case manager. So I'm not going to
Okay.
be in a traditional
Thank
classroom.
you.
I'm hoping that
Join the meeting.
with this change that I have more control of my time, and
Well,
I'm
you
able
actually have
to.
more control of your time right now, because just like you can shut off your business and put it to the back burner, if you get off at 5 or you leave your client's house that you have scheduled to meet at 6 with the parents, or I know how some of it works, when that ends, you still got to put your hour in. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So even if it starts off like this, on Sunday, you're getting ready for the week. So maybe on Saturday morning, when you get up Saturday morning, everybody eats, you get done whatever you need to get done. You sit down and schedule out what you're posting every day for the whole next week. So if Sunday, you're going to inbox yourself, Treasure Island, in your words that you're going to put with the photos, and that's going to be your post for Monday. Whatever you want to post about Jamaica on Tuesday, whatever, right? Or a perk about the business, right? Being able to work your business when you want to. We need at least 5 or 6 posts that you send to yourself that you can just go copy the text and put the photos up. It didn't take you nothing but 1 minute to make that post.
Oh, good. That's a good tip. I appreciate that.
In that time frame, that's not going to take you a lot of time. I just come up with 5 or 6 places that you want to see, because I'm telling you, that does not have to be strategic. If you go and put the Mirage down and you put up that put up that deal, there 9 times out of 10, the person's going to want the deal, but not those dates. So the price is going to change anyway. Or they're not coming from the airport that you're leaving from, that you put up, right? Makes sense?
Right. Yeah.
So don't be strategic about what you post. Just post it.
Just
We
post
want to
something.
get posts. We want to keep people reminded that you're a travel agent, right? And also you have got to make time. How many friends do you have on your Facebook page?
Probably about 700.
Okay, that sucks. 700. And the reason I say that sucks, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Take 25% of 700. That's probably how many people that see your post. And out of that 25%, probably half of them are already in evolution.
Yeah.
Real numbers, real facts, real numbers.
Wow.
Let's just, I'm gonna take all the middleman out. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm just gonna say, from here going forward, you don't need to add any more evolution people to your page, because we're doing this on a personal level, right? We want people to, you know, I always tell people if I go see TQ right now, I'm either going to give them a hug or give them a handshake, right? So on Facebook, we want to be social. You still want to go give the hug by liking or commenting on a post. Give them that handshake by telling them good morning. You know, you're going to be active on your page at some point throughout the day, but you need to add 10 people to your page every single day this month. And it's going to get harder. Um, it's going to get harder because they have to accept your friend request back. So let's just say that you go and you add 11 people right now. They have to accept you back. So if you want to find balance, make sure that you add 10 people a day. You cannot go to sleep till that happens. It
Okay.
sounds easy, but it's going to start getting harder. And the reason I say that is because right now, I bet each and every one of you guys have friends that want to be your friends that you just left in queue. Like you didn't go accept or you didn't go deny them. Right.
True.
You're laughing because it's
True.
But what
Right.
happens now is you guys are seeing a lot of posts from last week, or you saw TQ's post from 2 weeks ago. Your algorithms are messed up. You don't have to understand Facebook. I just want you to understand me. You have to go to decline them or accept them. Period. Go it because Facebook is looking at it like right now you guys don't want to be friends. You don't want to be social. So you're not getting all the new stuff that's happening right now. You're not seeing all the new stuff that people post. Make sense?
Yeah.
Change it up. Now, when you get off of here, you can go accept every single person that is that asks you to be your friend if you want to. If they're not already in travel, why not? It only takes one person to go share one of your group cruises. Linda, if one of those people that you accepted today shares your post about your group cruise to MSC, hey, you don't need those people to close it out. You're going to sell it to somebody else. You
That's
understand what I'm saying?
right. That's right.
I'm just saying, if we are building our brand on social media, you got to understand some of the logistics of doing that on social media. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just starting with those 2 or 3 things will change your business in 30 days. It's early in the month. It's early.
I'm accepting
Okay.
some of those people right now.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
You got me
And
thinking
and this is what I'm saying. I'm maxed out at 5,000 friends on Facebook, right? So I have to delete people, and it is harder when you start building an organization that's rather large because and you start hitting ranks and then you want air. Like when I get off of here, you guys probably gonna send me a friend request, right? So I want to monitor what you do. So I'm gonna accept you, but I don't accept everybody in Evolution because I'm not selling to Evolution.
Right.
Right.
I want new blood. So I tell a lot of people, when you guys start your business page, which we can talk about a business page later, you asked me about balance, and I'm helping you with balance and working a regular job. So that's what I'm helping you find balance. So I'm not trying to make it heavy. But if you had a business page, a lot of times if you guys get somebody to try to ask you to like their business page, a lot of you guys don't do it, right? People will buy from somebody that they know. Like somebody's going to book a trip through TQ because they know him and they want to support him. They don't go on business page and just automatically just go buy into a trip, right? So when you do that, if you do decide to get a business page, don't go ask all of Evolution to go like your page. We're not doing this for likes, because guess what's going to happen? They're going to steal your stuff, or you're selling to somebody that's already a travel agent.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying it makes sense when you look at it from the actual business aspect of it. And that's not heavy. Like we can get into some heavy things, but you don't need that right now. I just want you to do fundamental basic stuff that maybe you didn't think about before to do now. I left my job. So just a little bit about me. I own a wedding and event planning business. I'm a single mom and I work it closes at 8. Mhm, mhm. So sorry, y'all. If you knew where I was, and I have all my team around me. So I also work retail
Show us.
because I'm at a spa right now.
I'm getting ready to go in.
And I forgot about the call, and I just so happened, I promise, I just so happened, I left my phone in there, and I got the text from TQ, was like, you ready? I'm like, oh my God, what time is it? I'm like, sorry guys, my side time's over. I got to put some clothes on. I work retail. I am an actual real single mom, not one of those that getting help from everybody. I really am raising a boy to be a man. And I was in a network marketing company, but in that network marketing company, I was high ranking, took up my life, but it was just something that I didn't like the culture of it. I didn't like the selling. I was tired of having inventory, right? And I was tired of the CEO walking past me and didn't even acknowledge me as a person. So the lady that got me in the business actually hit me up and said she had been trying to get me to join, and I'm just like, I'm cool where I'm at, right? And she hit me up on my last trip. She said, I see you guys have that Suburban truck, and I see you guys stayed at this place. You could have made this much money off of it. That's how she got my attention. So I'm like, okay, let's talk travel like that, right? So she broke everything down to me real simple. Just was like, listen, I'm not going to waste your time. I know that you're a go-getter, but you leaving money on the table. So from that point on, I was like, we're not going to leave any more money on the table. And what I wanted to do was have my honeymoon, and I wanted to be able to send my bride and groom on their honeymoon. I wanted to have a one-stop shop. Travel ended up taking over. I came on to book travel only. I want you to understand that I came on to book travel only. When I actually got to talk to David, in my first month, I hit silver. Not trying to rank, because I'm used to having to sign somebody and have to get all this product underneath them for them to even count for a leg. So I'm super different from doing it the hard way. And so when he told me there was no breakage in the business, in the company, I was like, okay, it's not like Mary Kay where they're going to give you a car. You got to keep your rank in order, to get your car and do all this stuff. I said, I'm going to go gold in 89 days. I want to go ahead and secure this money over here. And then I'm going to come back and teach myself on book and travel. So I hit gold in 89 days, and I started teaching myself on all the cruise lines that I could. Because back then, we didn't have a group that we can get help from now. And I didn't have an upline that I can get help from now. So I really did it the hard way. That's why I tell you guys, like, just copy the right cat and follow the leader. It will work. We don't have to do it the hard way. We even did it the hard way. We got it out the way. I just want you guys to have a plan. If you decide to build, because building, I'm going to tell you, it's not something that is a chore. Some of you guys look at it as a chore because you get so many no's. You're going to pull a lot of no's before you get a lot of yeses, right? But what I want you to do is have a plan. When these people come on, what is their goal? PTA training, get registered with the vendors, show them how to use a few vendors, and let them spread their wings and fly. It's one of those, you have to continue to check on your people. A lot of people miss that step of, if you're not done with your PTA training in 72 hours, what are you doing? Right? In order to book travel, you didn't finish your PTA training. A lot of people miss that step of actually checking on your people, and that means a lot. Like, we came to leave people better than when we found them, right? So when building that one only step, it will make a difference in your business when you make it personal. But as far as booking, you guys are on your right track. I just don't want you guys to let anybody waste your time. And that, Linda, that's why I was super transparent with you, and to let you know that you can run your business how you want to run your business. Pia, right? Is it Pia?
Yeah.
Did I say it? My thing for you is that you already acknowledge where your downfall is. You acknowledge it already. It is okay that this is your part-time job. It's okay. But in order to do a part-time job, if you had another 15-hour job somewhere else, you had to go and you have to clock in for that 15 hours. Make sense? If you had a part-time job, you're working 15 to 20 hours. You would have to go clock in and do work. So I want you at home to clock in. Even if it's an hour in the morning, hour in the evening, or if you put 5 hours in one afternoon, we just set a plan, 3 little things that you can do weekly. Make sense?
Yeah, I'm actually doing that. I'm just more concerned about, like, for example, if all of a sudden I get a request for a quote, halfway through the day, and then I can't get back to them until 2 days later. So I feel like I'm losing that opportunity.
But this is the thing. It's okay to, as long as you reach out the first if I reach out to you and tell you I'm looking for a Disney cruise for me and my boy, it's okay to say, hey, today's Monday. I will have something to you within 48 to 72 hours. I only book on Wednesdays, or I only look up travel on Thursdays and Saturdays. It's okay. As long as you're upfront with that person, it's okay. Or qualify them right then. Because remember, you might think that you're leaving them, but that's not the case. If you qualified me and I said, well, I won't have my deposit until August 15th, then you can schedule me on August 15th. But what
Yeah.
you don't want to do is you don't want to leave no money just sitting there with no communication. It's okay to say today is, what's today anyway? Monday? It's
Yeah.
okay to say today is Monday and I won't have this done until Thursday afternoon. It's okay. You are a business owner that gets to run your business how you want to. But what you can't do is leave it on nothing. You cannot just sit there and leave it on scene. Or you can't be discouraged on something that you haven't even stepped foot in doing. Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So in
So it's
other
a
words,
stand up.
I'm feeling like I need to be right then, right there, right now, or else I'm
With,
gonna be booked, to
with the response. Absolutely can. Listen, even when you start getting the bookings back to back to back, um, you may not always be around Wi-Fi. You may not always be able to do it right then and there. When you walk into a brick and mortar travel agency, you're not going to get a quote in 10 minutes. You just won't.
I had 3 power outages last week in the midst of trying to put together a quote, and I had to let the client know power
But
keeps going out.
right, but here's the thing too. Remember, some of these people don't have the money to spend right then and there.
That's
And if they do have the money to spend right then and there, then they're gonna ride your wave. As long as you keep it up front with them and let them know it's okay. I know some people that only book Saturdays.
Hmm.
That's crazy to me. But when you start getting a lot of bookings anyway, hey, I have to put mine in order as they come. So I may have 15 names on a piece of paper, and I'm working down them. Some of them gonna take me 2 minutes. Some of them will take me an hour, right? So it's just one of those things. Don't let it pile up. That's all I'm saying is in your mind, you're focused on all this stuff you have to do at work, all this stuff that you got to do with this new position, and you got this business over here that you're paying for that you're not putting any time in. All I want you to do is find balance.
Okay.
The hardest part is just starting to figure out, chiseling down the mountain to figure out where am I going, what direction am I doing. All you got to do is work these little things in to find balance and work your business every day or in the time frame. Remember, it's a part-time job, so you got to work 15, 20 hours.
Mm.
I want you to get that money. I want you to. And I'm if you was that English? If you came, y'all hear her speak. I think she spoke Russian. She threw me off. Anyway, if you decide that you were working 10 hours of $10 an hour for 20 hours a week, you're gonna put work in to get that. Am I right?
Yeah.
right.
So if you're setting here, I want you to set a tangible goal. I want you to set a tangible goal. And even if that tangible goal is 5 trips a month, if you're going to do 5 trips a month, what are you going to do? 5 trips at $100 a month? If you set these goals, it will have you to work towards something. I would just want you to work towards something. I know you're getting ready to go to the spa. I just want you to work towards something. And that's what I just want. Are you recording this, TQ?
I am.
Okay, so if you go back and watch this again, or you look at the ending of this, and I'm telling you, I just want you to have some type of goal. Like even if you were building, you know that if you were trying to get to goal, you need 42 people. You need
Right.
15 people on your top line, and you need 3 silvers. That's something that you can work towards. In booking, it's the same thing. You have to set a goal. That's all I want you to do is set a goal and try to knock it down. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel so accomplished, and then you're gonna get so organized to where it's gonna be a well-oiled machine. You're booking on Tuesdays and Saturdays, or you're doing on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and you got your clients in sync in what you're doing. It's fine. You don't have to be like us that will pull out our phones or pull out an iPad and do it right now. Oh, you want a flight? Okay, I'm driving in the car and I'm looking up a flight while I got you on my other phone. You don't have to be like us, right? You don't have to do that. But my clients think it's so funny. The husband say, Val, we love you, you know, and do different things. But for a bereavement, I wanted to get the flight done. You don't have to do those things, but you can work up to be that type of person. When I tell you that I'm so secure and I'm so confident that this business can make way more money than what you're doing right now, being stressed out, I promise to keep working towards it. My booking checks have been more than my 1-star checks before.
Wow.
And sometimes that's scary to say, right? And I'm shaking when I get that text message like, well, hot damn, you know? So I'm just saying, you know, some people will say that they want to book that every 15th and the 31st or last day of the month that their check exceeds their goal check. That's a real goal to me. But they're working towards something. They are actually putting the work for that. Make sense? I just don't want you to have empty goals or empty, you're sitting here, you're running with a chicken, like a chicken with your head cut off, but you're not running towards nothing. You're going to hit a wall. Right? I'm trying to get you to climb that wall. Make sense? So that's just where I want you guys to go with that. Like, I don't want, like, for you, Linda, you got it. It makes sense to you.
Yeah.
Pia, I know that you're busy too. And even when you leave the spot, when you're relaxing, even if you have to use the notes on your iPhone or the notepad on any device, I'm an Apple baby. Anything that you're doing to make notes of, okay, I need to do this, or I've set this time, or set timers. If you guys look at my alarms on my phone, I gotta remind myself to eat. So I remind myself to make posts on my business page. It's reminders work.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, whatever you got to do to make it work, do it.
That's how I showed up this evening. Reminder on the phone.
Me too.
So
that's how I have my little reminders. But thank you so much.
What I do think is dope before you leave is that you got on. Like, you can really acknowledge the fact that, okay, it's not the business that's not working for me. I'm not working the business. That's all that you're saying. You know, it's not, you're not saying that this is a $69.95 bill. You believe in the movement. You just acknowledging that you got to put in more work. So there's the work that you got to put in.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
Thanks
Okay, I'm gonna get going. Have a good night,
Okay.
guys.
Yeah, you too.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta finish your spa day, right?
Yeah, of course.
Val? No, Val too.
No, I'm putting my clothes back on. I'm cool. I'm gonna let them enjoy themselves.
No.
I am absolutely okay. I'm absolutely okay. I'm so serious. I already finished my private session, so I'm super cool. We don't have anything. We don't have no kids running. We don't have nobody. Mama, I'm hungry. Mama, can I eat this? I'm so excited. So this is fine for me. This is fine.
That's a blessing. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So since I got you, I do have a question. So
Okay.
I put together I put together a landing page. People seem to like it. My question is, how do I get it out there? Where do you recommend that I start planting seeds, telling people I've got this landing page, come and see it?
Okay, so what is this? What's on the landing page?
Well, I could send it to you if you want to take a look at it.
Just tell me briefly what's on it. You can still send it to me, but I'm saying.
Okay, let me see.
That you're a travel agent.
Yeah, are you ready to start working in the comfort of your own home or on the road? Are you a stay-at-home mom, or do you want to become one? So it's just, it gets you going, oh, okay, yeah, ooh, this is talking about something that I want to do. And then it says, schedule us, schedule an appointment or learn more. And then it goes into another page, and then you learn more. Schedule an appointment or learn more, and learn more and learn,
I have mixed feelings about it.
Yeah.
I have mixed feelings about that type of stuff. Is there anything for booking on there? Like, they can do a quote form for booking? It's just for building only.
Right. It's just to become an agent. Do you think I should put something in there? Are you interested in becoming a client?
So
that should be another landing page, right?
Well, here's the thing. I don't like busy work. And TQ, I want you to run with any idea that you want to run with, okay? The only reason I said that I don't like busy work is because what you're doing is taking the personal out of the person that you're trying to qualify for. You're building something else up instead of building yourself up. I'm just different. Okay. So I don't want it to be, that's not a negative thing. If you want to get this out of here, I can give you tips on how to get this out of here, but I'm more personal. I want to get to know what you do now so I can place this business in your everyday life. I don't want you to go to another form. If you understand that everybody does forms or everybody has you to go here, go there, go here. I'm in phase 1. So even no matter if I'm still at 1-star platinum, right? I have never lost my rank. Does that make sense? Because I know some people build and they lose their rank even at silver, and it's devastating to some people, right? But I stayed in phase 1. By that I mean keeping the main thing the main thing. I just send in the exclusive travel rates. I'm not gonna redo something that is already working. It's not broke. Make sense?
Yeah.
So you want to be personal, and I am so fine with you being personal. So to get them out there, I would make sure that let me back up. If I sent this out on my page, are you gonna click on a link? If somebody sent, hey, are you interested in becoming this? This thing. How many times do you think somebody's gonna click on a link?
I don't know.
I want you to think about that. Like if somebody is selling a painting, right? And they said to look more or to look at our gallery, click here. A lot of people scroll. They're gonna keep scrolling, right? Unless it's something that they know that they've got money burning a hole in their pocket. A lot of people go past the join me. Does that make sense? They come more to personal. So the picture I took of my dreams became reality post of me booking travel from my suite. I have more people coming to that than I have more people coming to my link. I have more people coming to say, I need that peace. Some people need peace. Some people need that girl time. Some people need another crutch, right? They come to more personal things that you share before you go and make it a commercial. Does it make sense? I don't want to stop any vision that you have. I'm just saying I did it the hard way. So I did all these pages, I did all this stuff, but I get more coming from a personal experience or a personal share on a post, right? On your way to work, you booked or you signed another person up for financial freedom, on your way to doing your regular job. That's realistic. People like real stuff. Make sense? Or does that make it harder? Getting your wheels turning a little bit?
It does. Yeah. Because now I'm thinking about, okay, maybe I should tweak this landing page a little bit to make it sound more, I want to have a conversation with you. I want to share more information with you. I want to get to know you to see if you qualify, that kind of thing. Am I hearing you right?
Yeah, or it's more so a scheduler, more so. Like, do you have time to talk? I have this sense of urgency. I want to get you on the phone. Even when I book travel, hey, I want to go to Vegas. I want to go for 4 nights. I see you always are out there, or I just want to go to Vegas. I qualify them. But guess what I ask them? Do you have time to talk now, or do you have time to talk tomorrow? Because now I have a sense of urgency as to this is how I'm going to qualify you. I have a quote form imprinted in the back of my eyeballs, eyelids, that I already know like exactly what I'm going to do, what I'm going to say. So if you're going in March of next year, I know my deposit. I have deposit options, right? So I'm going to make sure that you know how this works. I'm not going to waste my time. You're not going to waste my time. The same thing with I have an opportunity, right? I have an opportunity that provides freedom because I have freedom, right? You're growing a team, so you have a freedom to train your people. Some people want to start, but they have a fear that they're going to be left. When I say work the perks, that's what I'm saying. That's a perk that you have time to train your people. You are hands-on with your people. Use those avenues of when you start, I have a foolproof step guide to get you started. Everything that you need to get started is right here. It's free. Certification is free, right? Working the perks, tax benefits, So many people leave tax benefits out there, but people that are working a 9 to 5 need more tax write-off.
Right.
Their kids are gone. So
Right.
those avenues is what I'm saying makes it more personal, that I get way more response back from that than I do these pages. Because what I don't want you to do is build this page up so high and you're exposing it, but nobody's going to click on it.
Okay. Okay.
I don't want you to do it the hard way like we did. I just don't want you to do that.
Okay. So when somebody gets started, do you give them, you said that you give them something to get started with?
No, so when I started, I got a
Packet or something
29.
like that?
I don't do none of that.
Mm.
I had a 29-page packet when I started.
Uh-huh.
Did y'all hear me? I said 29 pages. And I talk about my sponsor all the time, but she was duplicating what her sponsor did.
Sure.
Don't ask me where her sponsor at, but what I'm saying is we know that you cannot do nothing in this business on booking travel unless you do your PTA training.
Right.
Right.
When you sign up, I inbox them. I usually do a lot of stuff on Messenger because everybody goes back to Messenger. You know, you can scroll up to find anything. So if I was to sign you up right now, either if I did or you did yourself, because I always ask my people, hey, you can sign yourself up or I can sign you up over the phone. Which one do you want to do? I always give an option because that takes the pressure off of doing it. Make sense? So I give an option. So if you decide you're going to do it yourself, I got the email, you got your ID, so you get the welcome email and all that. So I send them the back office link, right, to get straight to the back office. So they always know they can get there. I also say your username is your ID, your password is what you created, and I take a screenshot of when you first log in. This is just in my favorites. Is it getting loud in here? It's getting kind of loud. Okay. I take a screenshot of as soon as you log into your back office, and then I take a screenshot of when you click on the menu to go to the PTA, and I put an arrow, 2 photos. I'll send them straight to you. PTA training, because we don't need to talk about nothing else until you do PTA training. Because before you signed up, I gave you the steps on what we do in this company. I gave you everything you need to know. In my business, in my organization, step 1 is the PTA training. Step 2 is a cheat sheet that I give them that has the top 10 vendors that we use daily. Step 3 is we show you how to use those vendors. After that, we spread your wings and fly. We're going to help you with your first post. We're going to help you maximize your exposure to your warm market and help you get into what you want your niche to be, right? So it's just 3 steps. So your step 1 is to do your PTA training. We're not playing no games. If you can get them to do that in the first 48 to 72 hours, it's a wrap, because we're pushing you to go get your registration done. The reason I do a cheat sheet is this. I don't want you to have to go log in to the travel cafe, your back office, go to the travel cafe, figure out how to register for Carnival. Then you have to go back and you have to figure out how to register for VAT. Then you have to go back and figure out how to register for tax. No. It's all on one message. I copy and paste it from my notepad, send it to all my people when they say step 2. The reason I do this on my team also is because if Bianca Rainey, which is one of my highest ranking leaders on my team, if she is away and doesn't have access to Wi-Fi or whatever, or she's at a doctor's appointment, whatever, if her person says, hey, on my team page, if they say, hey, I'm done with step 1, can someone help me with step 2? Or if she messages me and say, hey, she's going to need step 2 when she gets done, can you send her step 2? Done. A unified front across the board. There's nobody in my organization that does not know that there's 3 steps when you get into the company. I have done it it's right after I hit gold, and it's been worked every single time, right? Once you get done with step 2 is I have a video for step 3. And all it is, it shows you how to use Carnival, Vax, and Tap. If you can use those 3, you can use anything. Everybody follow me? If you can plug in Vax, Tap, and Go TCL, you can use any cruise line. You can use any vendor there is. Then they go post that they're a travel agent, and it goes up from there. We want them to book something within their first week because nobody's going to quit if they have money coming in.
That's true.
Basic. It's all basic. You guys know this, but you guys don't stick with it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people they don't stay on this when you get in. Yes, I hold my people's hands, but guess what? My turnover rate is not bad. Make sense?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it does.
That, and I personally, for my personal recruits, I have a boot camp. So when you sign up, I put you in a boot camp. It's a message thread that says Travel Squad boot camp, right? In this boot camp, you go into it as soon as you sign up. For me personally, this is my personal, because if you're brand new, you might not talk on a group quick. You're not gonna be putting your question out there. You don't want to sound stupid when you're brand new. That's just life, right? I have a boot camp for all my brand new people. So if you guys sign up, you go on my boot camp. Everybody knows they're gonna welcome you and say, "Hey, we're here if you need me." The only way you get out my boot camp is if you sign somebody or you book a trip.
Oh, I love it.
I see. And you
So
kick
you
them
have
out?
direct access. Yep. As soon as they said, "Oh my God, I booked a trip," or "I've got 25." One of my girls who said this the other day. I got my family reunion done. 25 room blocks. Everybody say bye bye, Faith. Congratulations, bye. Get up out of here. You're done. Bye. But
Nice.
remember, when you sign up, you go into my Travel Squad page, my group. You go into my Travel Squad group. Make sense? They're taking selfies. You go into my group, and I put you in my boot camp for my personal enroll. If I didn't enroll you, you're not there. Because I'm not a drill sergeant, but this is my way of checking on you daily, or my way of keeping up with my new people to say, okay, where are we? I need you done with step 2. We can't drag no more. You cannot go and register for 1 or 2 vendors off step 2. You got to register with all of them, because there's going to come a day when somebody's going to need Royal Caribbean and you don't have it because I told you to register for it, and then now your clients have to wait for you to get access. Don't work.
Right. Right.
That's why I say I laugh when they say I'm sweet. I don't play them games. Listen what I'm saying. Get this done, and then we're going to keep on going, right? We're going to get to the money. So that's just the motive. Like, everybody gets in and they drag their feet, or they don't check on their people. That becomes a downfall. Make sense?
Well, I think it's because a lot of people think like employees, and so you're treating them like an employer, which is awesome because they need that kind of structure. So I
Yeah.
for saying that.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing is, like, we are business owners. I always tell my people, I am not any different from any one of you guys.
Right.
I just started. I got it, and I took off. I ran my own race. So I know a lot of people that started a long time ago. Like, Kiki, you just hit gold in Evo 100, right?
Uh-huh.
So you've been in since day 1.
I have.
My rank can make you feel inferior, right? Because I got in and did it. But there's no difference between me and you other than I eat, sleep, shit this.
Okay.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because you're going to have to do some things that you don't want to do as a leader, right? And by that, I mean, I have a large organization in Australia. Sometimes I have to get up at 4 a.m. and train them because it's their evening. Sometimes you're going to have to do calls. I just want you to stay consistent. Even if you did not promote this tonight heavy, right? You didn't promote it heavy. It's okay because you had a few sign up, you have a few show up, right? Keep on going. Be consistent. My first calls only had 2, 3, 4 people on them. And I had an organization over 100 people. Like, what the hell, right? Then I started every Tuesday, I got a call. So now I got 40, I got 50, I have 102. That's nothing when you have an organization of 1,000. Just consistent. All you need to go platinum is 3 people.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, when you come down and really want to talk numbers, can't nobody talk numbers with me. Because I can flip this all the way where you want to really go. I'm just telling you is don't make this feel inferior. Nobody can make you feel inferior. I love that you have your blinders on. You run your own race. You work. You know what I'm saying? You have to do what you have to do in your everyday life, but this business makes sense. So now you got to make it make sense to other people, right? I get to promote to the single mom, but you also can promote to the working field and network marketing field because you're getting money in both. I'm not doing that, right? So now we're in 2 different ways. Like, I want you to ride the wave of what you actually are doing. Take a step back and actually look at what you do daily. Look at what you are actually doing, and then Go target that field
Mm.
instead of having all these pages or all these different things. Go target that field. Put this business in their everyday life. Hey, instead of going to get that extra part-time job, I have an opportunity. I have a second source of income. Let me show you something. Now get to know them. Ask them what they do. You see, I asked Pia what she do.
Right. You did.
So now she's going in. I ask every single person that I talk to. I'm not going to go, if somebody tells you, Linda, that they're excited and they want to learn more about being a travel agent, get to learn them first. I promise you they'll sign up. Because if I was trying to recruit Pia, this is no longer about me. Pia is starting into a new job at a new place in her job that she don't like. It's stressing her out, and you can tell it. This is peace, right? This is some peace. So not only do you get to book for all the other teachers and all the other people in your job, all their travel, because they get a stipend. Teachers get stipends throughout the summer. They can start on their payment plans right now. Listen to what she says. She's not interested in booking and building. She's interested in booking. So there's no reason for you to even talk about the ranks with her. That's where some people throw up. You want a builder, absolutely. But you can mold that builder after that booker is making money.
Right.
When she's mastered her goals, when she's mastered that, then she can add in different things. A lot of leaders force things that people don't want. Yes, I'm gonna force you to excel in the realm of what you want to do. But I'm not gonna force you to do me, right? Everybody can't be me. But when I listen to her, I can put this business in her everyday life 3 or 4 or 5 ways.
Okay.
Make sense? On recruiting, that's what I want you to do. How many kids you got at home? Oh, okay, I got, that little white boy you see on my page, that's my baby. That I can really tell you in a personal way that this is really what I do. I got to take him to school. I'm really excited because I can afford to put him in a private school. Where I come from, public school is not that great, right? So it's teaching them, it's forcing them to be adults too soon. But I'm excited about those things so I can relate. So it's getting to know your person that didn't take no time. And the same amount of time you could have threw up this business on them and given them stuff that they don't need to build, right? So now I can ask her these things like, listen, you can actually do this, and this with your everyday life. We're going to show you how to make your post. We're going to show you how to find your niche, right? $49.95 will get you certified. In that certification, it's going to come with every single thing that you need to get trained on. You will never see another bill for that, right? You won't see another bill. You're not going to pay to get training. You're not going to pay. Those are the things that we know already, right? Basic info. To get certified, it's 12 videos, 7 to 10 minutes a piece. You can't get to 2 without finishing 1. So for that unorganized world in their mind, they like that. I can't skip around. Those little bitty details help. So when you finish 1, the first one is like 6 minutes. If you don't know, go look at the PTA training game. I think the first one's like 6 or 8 minutes. You take a 5-question quiz, it unlocks 2. When you finish 2, it unlocks 3. It's only 12 of them. People think right now to get certified, it's a whole 12-week process. You can make money tomorrow. Especially if you got people that are around you that are booking hotels. Okay. I can slide in, listen, $69.95. My voice never changed. Yeah, there's a $69.95 fee, but it covers this. No, there's a $69.95 fee a month. And that covers every single thing. Your websites, that covers your Disney passes. You can take your little girl I can take my boy to Universal. I have a damn blast in Universal. Like, for real, I can go into a whole damn story. I'm just excited about the $69.95 as I was telling you about the $49.95, right? But I ain't made up. I didn't put on a drama show. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you. Never let your voice change. Never let anybody change on the bad things. There's 2 things in this company that I want you to know before you get started. It's $69.95 a month. Remember, we talked about those hotel rooms that you need to book for your client or book for your neighbors? Book them a month, and $69.95 is covered. Everything else is to the good, right? And we don't get paid on standalone flights, but I'm going to show you how to upsell those. We'll talk about all that later, but I need to know because some people get into this business and they think that they're going to get paid on every single little domestic flight. They're already federally governed. You know, they're already federally taxed.
Right.
So there's nothing that you can do. Those two things, I make sure they know you winning. You already set them up to win. But a lot of people will do that and say, oh, it's 69.95 and think it's a hindering. No, you're hindering them.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm just saying, when you do this, you get to know your person. All it's going to take you is 2 or 3 minutes. As soon as they tell you, boom, you know what avenue to go down. Listen, I need another way to save my taxes. I'm paying too much money on my taxes. I'm paying too much in for school. I already know. All my light bulbs already went off. It's a wrap. I'm going to talk about TaxBot. Like, seriously, I love TaxBot. I use TaxBot. I got on a plane, TaxBot tracked all my mileage. Like, I will sit in front of you. If I was in front of you, I will pull up my TaxBot right now and show you. It's a wrap. Just let them talk is all I'm saying. When you're building, just let them talk. Get to know your person.
Okay.
All right.
Easy. I know your question was not answered. I'm telling you that I don't like landing pages. And the only reason I say that is because I don't like busy work, but I do want you to run in any avenue that you think is a good idea for you. Because what worked for me may not work for you, right? We're in two different areas, but I'm giving you an honest opinion because I don't want you to ever go and look at any one of my trainings and say, well, she told me. You know, I'm going to keep it straight across the board. I just think that you're getting in a hamster wheel.
Okay.
And you're going to spin in circles.
Okay. That's the last thing that I want to do. I don't want to do that.
So if you maybe went into into a scheduler because you work, or send people there for booking, and then they can see, oh, I can make money off of this too. Okay.
Mm.
You know, put a quote form on there. You know, I'm just different. I'm trying to. I see this big red record button in the top corner, so I'm trying to choose my words right.
Well, because you know what I do, I cut all that stuff out before I release the video. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's cool.
So you can keep it real.
So I'm just telling you, like, I'm just different. But if you really want to do that because you're tech savvy and that doesn't take all your day and all that, if you're trying to get it out, because maybe, do you have a business page?
Do I have a business page? I need to populate it. I need to build it up.
Okay. If you have one, you can always boost the post on there. You can post your landing page and talk about it. In something simple, like a photo that's catchy with a few simple words, and boost the post.
Okay.
I just, that would get some traction from people that you don't know. And then when you do those things, even if you did it, okay. If you are doing like a group cruise and you're trying to boost it on your page, when people start liking it from your audience that you captured, example, if you don't know the lingo, I've boosted my post for a cruise, and I use Jackson, Mississippi, Dallas, Texas, Galveston, Little Rock, Arkansas, St. Louis, Chicago. That's my audience. So people started liking that from those areas, and so that post. So I go and I ask them to like my page. So now they see everything I post. It's a numbers game on a business page, which is a whole different conversation. But you can boost that. You can boost that.
I will. Okay, thanks.
Welcome. Any other questions?
Not for me, Linda. Anything?
Hey, I'm good. I see a lot of things I can do different.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Val, I love you, love you, love you. I really do. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the reminder, because I would have been looking bad, Lord.
It's all good. All good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up because I know you've got to play because you deserve it, and so yeah, thank you so much for spending the time with us. Thank you.
Yeah. Good to see you, Linda. Let me know if you need me back in rotation. I'll come and join you anytime.
Okay. Okay, you're awesome.
All
Thanks,
right.
Val.
Talk to y'all soon. All right.
Love you.
Love you too.
Love you too.